Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine and safe at your home. Students, last day we have discussed the topics the first known language, Mesopotamia and its geography, Iraq, steppe, first cities and writing, Euphrates, and animals of Mesopotamia. Today we'll read the significance of urbanism. The topic is cities and towns. Students, cities and towns are not just places with large populations. It is when an economy develops in spheres other than food production. Okay, so urban economies comprise besides food production, trade, manufacturers, and services. Manufacturers, services are there. Okay, city people thus cease to be self-sufficient and depend on the products or services of other people. So there is continuous interaction, you know. For example, the carver of a stone seal requires bronze tool that he himself cannot make it. कोई चीज़ खुद इंसान नहीं बना सकता. यहाँ पे क्या शुरू हो जाती है डिपेंडेंसी. डिपेंड. Okay, and colored stones for the seal that he does not know where to get. His specialization is fine carving, not trading. So bronze tool makers does not himself go out to get the metals. Doesn't go out itself. The bronze tool maker, like they got copper, tin. Besides, he needs regular supplies of charcoal for fuel. The division of labor is mark of urban labor. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, division of labor. We have division of labor here. Next one is organized trade. Organized trade and storage is needed to the city, and food supplies need to be stored and distributed. Food supplies need to be stored. Okay. Besides, many different activities have to be coordinated. There must be only stones but also bronze tools and pots available for seal cutters. Okay. So obviously such a system, some people give commands that other obey. One is commanding and other is obeying, like king and servant. So we have keeping of on records. Our next topic is movement of goods into cities. Students, the food resources of Mesopotamia, its mineral resources were few. Food resources were abundant, but minerals were few. So most parts of South lacked stones for tools, seals, and jewels. We not have here seals, jewels, tools, and there was no metal for tool vessels or ornaments. So we can surmise that the ancient Mesopotamians could have traded their abundant textiles and agriculture produce for wood, copper, tin. For wood, copper, tin. Turkey and Iran were their main export countries. So possibly only when there was a social organization to equip foreign expeditions and direct the exchanges were initiated by the people of southern Mesopotamia. Next is transport. Besides craft, trade, services, efficient transport is also important for urban development. Okay, if it takes too much time or too much animal feed to carry grain into cities on pack animals, bullock carts, city economy will not be viable. Okay, the cheapest mode of transportation is everywhere over water. Water is cheapest. ठीक है, river boats or barges loaded with sacks of grains are propelled by the current of river wind, but when animal transport goods they need to be fed khana, like we have donkeys on the last page. The canals and natural channels of ancient Mesopotamia were in fact routes of good transport, and natural channels good transport between large and small settlements, and the count on city of Mari later in the chapter, and the importance of the Euphrates as a world route. Euphrates as a world route. Route. Okay, will become clear. So our next topic is the development of writing. Students, all societies have languages in which certain spoken sounds convey certain meanings. Spoken sounds, certain meanings. Okay, this is verbal communication. Writing too is a verbal communication, but in a different way. When we talk about writing or a script, we mean that spoken sounds are represented in visible signs. Like writing, we have here visible signs. Okay, so the first Mesopotamian tablets written around 3200 BCE contained picture like signs. Okay, number these were about 5,000 list of fish, bread, loaves, list of goods that were brought into or distributed from the temples of Uruk. Remember, temples of Uruk, Uruk, the great city. Their famous king and Merkur. So Mesopotamians wrote on tablets of clay, a scribe would wet clay. Okay, now we'll tell you the process of tablets. The rest topic we'll do tomorrow, students. It's very lengthy. Okay, so be in touch. Thank you, students. God bless you.